Hi, Cancer. Thanks for tuning in to Peaceful Oracle. And this is your May general readings. Keep in mind that these are general and they may not apply to everybody. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel called to do so. We also have a new Instagram page where I pick out a daily card for each day. So if you wanted that additional guidance each day, there's that as well. So let's get into your reading. As I was tuning into your energy, Cancer, there is this very soft, soothing, contemplative mode this month. And I feel like there's just this going within. There's a retreat. It's quiet. It feels quiet this month. Let's get into your cards and see what the cards have to say. I did see for some of you something about housing, something about houses. So maybe you're building a new house, something about moving into a new home. I'm seeing this really, you have a very beautiful energy this month, Cancer. You have this, what is it? I feel like some of you, maybe you are moving in with someone new, there's a lot of love. There's a lot of love this month for you. So some of you might have gotten married, or you're moving in with your partner. But there's a lot of, it's emotional, a lot of water energy. I'm even seeing some of you kind of like you're moving in. I just see this like you're moving into this new home. And maybe even for some of you, you've custom built the home. It's something that you have worked very hard for. You and your partner have worked very hard for. And it's something that you finally see the fruits of that labor. So maybe the construction is done now. You get to move in. I see some of you kind of moving in your family. You're moving in your cats, your dogs, your children. Or some of you, like, this is your starter home. And it's something that you guys have worked very hard for. And you're ready to make that next move. Some of you may have a hard time leaving the place that you're in now. Maybe you have some of that emotional attachment to it. You made some friends. And it's just something that you're kind of, you may have a hard time a little bit emotionally letting go. But I do see like there's this new opportunity for, this is very interesting actually. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it could be, okay, so I think this goes differently for different people depending on who it's resonating for. I feel like, okay, so for some of you, it may be that like I said in the beginning, you are moving into this new place, it could be even just a new life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a literal home. It could just be you're moving into this new place. So it could be a new career, a new job, new stage in your life, and you're moving in it with another person. Something that you've worked very hard for. Maybe some of you have been promoted, and it's just going to kind of require a little bit of letting go of expectations. For some of you, it'll be letting go of expectations. And for others, it'll be letting go of like a literal place. So maybe you have to say goodbye to some friends or family because you're moving across country or to a different country or something like that. For others of you, for this specifically, for the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like in terms of work, there may be something where you've worked very hard on a project. Maybe there is something that's kind of like your child, like your baby, like you've put all this energy and love and care and attention into something, and you're ready to show it to the world, or you were ready to show it to the world, and you did, and you're getting offers. the thing is that I'm seeing for some of you, the people, I'm going to use an example of maybe for some of you, you're a writer and you wrote this beautiful story or this novel or manuscript or just something, and your publishers want to change a whole bunch of stuff about it. And you're having a very hard time letting go and seeing that like people are kind of coming in and including their opinions. But at the same time, I'm also seeing that, to maybe maybe take a second to kind of listen to what people have to say, because it may bring quite a bit of abundance. It may work, like those things may work, and we're just kind of hung up on well, this is our story and I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this and I don't want anyone changing it around. I don't want these changes. I'm also seeing for some of you that they're like, there's kind of like this compromise, but with that compromise, you're going to benefit greatly from it. It just takes a little bit of letting go of that resistance. So there's that. Or it could also be if you're like that, the couple that's moving into a new home or a family that's moving into a new home, it may not be, you might find that it may be not exactly in something about like a feature of the house or a feature of the neighborhood, something about like, not exactly what I want. So kind of like letting go of kind of those rigid, high expectations, because they may not everything is perfect, I'm hearing, but it's exactly what you need. So for some of you, and you just don't want to hear that, like that's not nice for you. Like you don't like hearing that. I'm sensing that. Like there's like this resistance. So that energy might come up for you this month. For others of you, I did sense that for some of you, you may have had a break maybe in a relationship. Something, because that with the Lover's card and the Seven of Swords and Five of Pentacles right underneath the Lover's card, I am sensing that some of you, that there might have been a disappointment that caused you to there was someone in the relationship that did not pull their weight, is what I'm feeling. Kind of like took way more than what they gave. And that is causing you to make a move. So you're kind of in this new place in your life where you kind of have to leave or kind of have to, there's this break. I'm seeing like there's this break from something. So maybe it's not, I'm hearing, okay, for some of you, it may not be necessarily a relationship, but it may have been like a business partnership. I'm hearing that, like a business partnership where, at some point in your work together, you just kind of have to like, someone was definitely not pulling their weight, and there may have been some legal action that needed to be taken with the Hierophant card. And maybe you're the one who kind of lost out unfairly on something, but it is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. Like that kind of stage in your life is coming to an end. Like it's just, there was, I'm sensing like there was something legal involved with kind of like dividing assets, the division of things. And it was kind of unfair because it was either like someone was not pulling their weight in the contract. So that could have been in a marriage, in a relationship. It could also have been in a business partnership or something business career related. I feel like that's what I'm sensing with the Hierophant, these cards. In this new, but I do sense in this new, I'm also sensing though that Cancer, you have a really strong work ethic. So whatever you did lose, I'm sensing that you will make it up in no time, is what I'm feeling. And I feel like those opportunities will, whatever opportunities that came for you that helped you build your work and your business, I kind of feel like those opportunities will just kind of regenerate for themselves and you don't really need to worry about it. So it's just this, I am sensing like there's this exhaustion because you've had to kind of fight this a bit. But I'm also seeing you also a little bit reserved in your emotions right now. You know, like there may be some new offerings in love and relationships, and you kind of just came from this energy here. So I'm feeling like you're not entirely too open to engaging in another relationship, or too open in kind of like accepting that offer. But you're kind of like just going with the flow almost. I feel like you don't want to stay stuck. You know, like you're in this mentality of, I don't want to stay stuck in this. So I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep going. And I do see you kind of like engaging in maybe the finer things in life with the Nine of Pentacles. I kind of seeing you like, that's how you're regenerating is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing the word regenerating. So regenerating yourself. And that's kind of by kind of engaging in more luxury or lavish type pampering yourself, not in a negative way, in a very regenerative, restorative way. Like that's just how you kind of come back to yourself, is by, and I'm seeing with hearing with the Two of Wands as well, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is how you come back to yourself. Like this is how you, know what is worth your time and what is not. And not wasting your time with things and people and environments and situations that are not worth your time, that you find very draining. So you're very good at assessing what is worth your time and your energy and what is not. But I kind of feel like a lot of this focus right now is just going to be on you. I kind of feel like it's going to be centered around your healing and your coming back to yourself. So very inward, very like, I'm just gonna, it feels like a very, like a month of self-love, self-nourishment, but not in like a defeat. You are tired. I do sense you're tired and kind of exhausted from some of these past, like what's been going on in the past few months. But I also sense that like you're still kind of rejuvenating, but you're not as tired. So it's just, you just keep going with it. So it's not necessarily like a super eventful week. We're still recovering. You're continuing this recovery period of what you've been through. What is Cancer's challenge for this month? What is Cancer's challenge for the month of May? What is Cancer's challenge for the month of May? What is Cancer? Oh. Delight. Okay. So I'm hearing with the Delight card, and it being in the challenge card for you is, again, and I'm kind of seeing it with this Four of Cups, like allowing yourself to be happy again, allowing yourself to trust, and allowing yourself. I think maybe for some of you, it's like you're going through the motions of doing things for yourself, but you're not really feeling it. I'm sensing there's maybe this apathy, just kind of blocked up and a little bit shut down. And I think that's why you're doing so much restorative, regenerative care for yourself. But that might be that, that's going to be the challenge card for you. You may feel a little bit just, going through the motions of it, but I'm not really feeling it. And I feel like that's going to be a little bit frustrating for you, because you want to feel, you want to be in that heart space. You want to be in that, emotional space. And you're going to have a hard time kind of like feeling it. Like it's there, but you just don't feel it. And that might be kind of a little bit frustrating. So what can Cancer do? What's the hope card for Cancer for the month of May? What can Cancer hold on to the month of May? What is the hope? New beginnings. Wow. Okay. I love that. I love that that is your, and you also have the adventure card too. Like, look at the possibilities of this. So I feel like for you, Cancer, maybe right now, yeah, you can't feel anything because you just went through a whole bunch. That's what it is. You're kind of your spirit is tired, you know? And as much as you want to feel things, you want things to get back to normal. I'm hearing from spirit, just take your time in that rejuvenation, because it's not forever. It's not going to last forever. You are setting out on a new journey, new adventures, new beginnings, and it will come back. And I'm being drawn to the waterfall in the back. And that's Cancer, you're a water sign, you know, you are water, and you like those emotions. You like being really connected to that, that heart space, and it will come back because it's your nature. And I just got goosebumps when I said that. It is your nature. You can never be separate from your nature. You can only be kind of a little bit shut off from it, like where you can't sense it, but it doesn't mean it's not there. So it's there. And I think that sometimes when we go through an ordeal, or we go through some kind of tumultuous, rocky waters, we just need to kind of shut down for a second. And sometimes your system needs time to reboot. So it needs you're like in maintenance mode at the moment. So what you have to look forward to is this new beginnings and adventures. And the delight will come back from that. Will come along with that. So you will get it back. It's just you just need to reboot for a month. That's what it is, or for a little bit of time. I'm going to pick one more card for you from the Morning Calm Oracle deck. It's a message for Cancer for the month of May. Okay, we have a sigil card here. So with the sigil cards for this deck, we have kind of like a theme. So a theme is creativity. And then we'll pick a card that goes with an oracle. Message that goes, oh, and it fell down. Tree spirit. Okay. I am hearing, and I also kind of feel it with the adventure card as well, that your time in nature, your time with plants, trees, animals, we have a lot of birds too. Like if we have all the parrots in the in the adventure card, and also in the delight card. So kind of spending time in nature, spending time maybe working with, if I'm hearing that for some of you, birds are actually your animal totem. So working with that animal totem spirit of bird flying, being free, flying high above the rocky waters, and kind of separating yourself from being in the chaos. So I feel like nature is going to really rejuvenate you. And that might spark some new creative ideas as well. So if some of you are trying to kind of getting away from the whole relationship stuff and, you know, all these like business related stuff, and you kind of want to delve more into your creativity, then spending time in nature may be very rejuvenating for you. And that might be where you spend a lot of your energy this month, is in nature and exploring new creative, even if it's just like taking a month to like take a painting class, or just teach yourself painting or drawing, even though if you're not necessarily like consider yourself an artist, just play artistically and creatively play. And I feel like that will balance you out. So, okay, so that is a really dynamic, wonderful month for you, Cancer. I feel like you're just going to be really in your own world, and you're going to spend that time coming back to yourself, which I really love, because I like to do that often with myself, where I like to just dedicate some time to come back to myself and recalibrate. I love that. I think that is going to be the title of your video, is Recalibrate. So. Okay, wonderful month ahead for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you for June. Thanks.